Queensland Rail, what do you know? Irony heavy in the name, let it show. Claim you moved the state, but you stalled in the brain. Paychecks bigger than the IQ of our management staff. Got spreadsheets full of boxes you tick, but when the lights go out, nobody knows how to fix shit. Hard hats on, but soft hands in the room. Promoted by slogans while the engines go boom. You don't hire for skill, you hire for optics. Diversity quotas over logic, check the profits. Trains broke down, must be systemic bias. Forget the track, let's celebrate compliance. Paint the train pretty while the engine won't run. Passengers late while you chase the inclusive fun. Mechanics begging managers sipping champagne. All for the brand, all for the diversity fame. Yeah, contents buried under corporate lies. Buzzwords flying while the platform cries. You measure success by how nice you look, while the union sweats to rewrite the handbook. Policies louder than performance reviews. Trains late again, parts haven't arrived yet. Excuse, you call it progress, I call it theft of time. Trust talent, nothing left. Calm voice, but the message is lethal. Built a system where merit's illegal. If skill walked in, it gets sent back. While visual aesthetics get fast-tracked, truth gets whacked. Yeah, it's off the rails, but the press says fine. You're late every day, still toe that line. Diversity posters, broken timeline. You hired for the look, not the backbone or spine. It's off the rails, calm tone, vacant stare. Train full of people, yet nobody's there. You don't run rail, you run a display. Talent walks past, not for display. Applause, standing ovation, CEO smiles. Awards for doing nothing while we count the miles. Photo shoots, Instagram, world class, they shout. Passengers stranded, nobody cares about. Mechanics screaming, staff begging for tools. Managers rewriting the success rules. Diversity ain't the problem, using it to excuse incompetence. All metrics positive according to the chart. While service collapses, they call it smart. Celebrate culture, celebrate brand. Celebrate meetings, then the brand plan. Toast to inclusion with champagne in hand. Calm tone, razor wit, the satire's thick. You love the mirror, ignore the flick. Cause broken signals, delays and rage, all framed nicely on the corporate page. Yeah, it's off the rails, but the press says fine. You're late every day, still toe that line. Diversity posters, broken timeline. You hide for the look, not the backbone or spine. It's off the rails, calm tone, vacant stare. Train full of people, yet nobody's there. You don't run rail, you run a display. Talent walks past, not for display. Another year, another self-awarded trophy. While the trains run like they've been cursed softly. World-class rail, the slogan screams. Passengers' nightmares are your boardroom dreams. Optics over skill, checks over brains. Every hire a brand logo, nothing remains. Safety meetings, PowerPoints, PR spins. While engineers fix what the boardroom bins. Late trains, missing parts, a platform in chaos. Management nods proudly at the inclusive path. Merit's illegal, competence banned. While the marketing team waves a diversity hand. If excellence walked in, it get denied by a smile, a memo when you're not diverse slide. You don't run rail, you run a display. Painting over failures the corporate way. Yeah, it's off the rails, but the press says fine. You're late every day, still toe that line. Diversity posters, broken timeline. You hide for the look, not the backbone or spine. It's off the rails, calm tone, vacant stare. Train full of people, yet nobody's there. You don't run rail, you run a display. Talent walks past, not for display. Yeah. Congratulations, another successful year. Even though the trains keep disagreeing, the slides were clean. The wording was perfect. Reality just missed the meeting. But if success is how good you feel about yourself, then you nailed it. But hey, the slides look great. The wording was inclusive. The metrics were flexible. So hats off to you, Queensland Rail, for another wonderful job.